Yes, I want to do a really important video that's important to me, and I think I should call society out on this. It's that websites need to be designed for speed readers. Websites are designed for children, you know, and we shouldn't be, but I mean like idiot children, not smart children. And what we need to do is design websites for the smart kids and not the idiot kids. I've got a vlog channel called Kyle Pound's Vlogs, and it's designed specifically for the children, the little itty bitties, under 12s, specifically dedicated to the 60s. Um, and that's why you can't comment on them. That I don't. I'll have to do some research and find out if anybody has a reason for that. They should have done a video explaining the reasons. YouTube, like, these are the reasons why the little kitty channels don't get to comment. Number one, people should be able to allowed to police their own children. Okay, not have the government not have trust for people in policing their own children, and then disable comments. Man, kids can communicate with each other's videos too. Duh. I mean, don't you see little kitties talking to each other? Anyway, look, children's books and children's big font and giant pictures is all right and stuff, but we need to have the speed reader alternative as well. People talk about speed reading. Well, if you're going to do speed reading and we're going to try to get speed reading going, then we need to set up a system where people are allowed to speed read it. You have to set up the infrastructure that's there for people, and it's not even there. It's ridiculous. For example, and no website is set up for speed reader. The only website set up for speed reading is my website. If you want to know what a speed reader website is, go to my website, kylepounds.com. It's the only website. So I'm gonna call out some websites. Okay. So how about Netflix and Amazon Video? They both have their thing set up as the same way. They're either designed by women or children. Women are basically overgrown children. That's the way I look at it. Because you know that children aren't designing the websites because children are off at school. So it has to be an adult who's doing it. But it's an adult who never fucking grew up. Because you're looking at these Netflix and these Amazon, right? And you've got these giant font, man, with the picture of the movie, right? And then if you want to see any more movies, you have to click the arrow off to the right, and it's like, oh, big font, big font. It's like, dude, I just want to know what freaking movies you have, you idiots. I don't want to have to go clickety click 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 clickety click 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 over these giant pictures. What I want to do is, when I want to look at it as a website that's similar to mine, where you go click and you see this list of all the movies. Like, I don't know how many you can get packed actually into mine. I would say 20 times 5, 100. You could get 100, because I usually, my rule of thumb is 20 down and then 5 columns. You could get 100 videos in one showing on the screen. And if you have a speed reader brain, which I do and which most people do, you could just look at it, take one glance at it, no clickety click, 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 and scroll. You just look and you go, okay, those are the movies. That's what the movies you have. Good, I want that movie. You don't have to have the big ass picture next to it. You just have the genre and you have the name of the movie. And if the name of the movie strikes a bell, or you mouse over it and then the big picture comes up. You idiots ever been to Wikipedia? You go to Wikipedia and there's a person and then you mouse over the link and boom, the big old picture comes up. Why don't you do it like that? But instead, I don't even know what the hell you guys have available. It takes me like 5 minutes to find out to find your entire collection of movies because you have the font too goddamn big. It's like, what the fuck you trying to do? And I know female mentality because I've hung out with enough women. Women like to fake. They like to like smoke screen. And so, are you doing some fucking bitch ass smoke screen thing? Where you're like where like Amazon and Flickr are trying to make it seem like you have more movies than you actually do. And so you can do some kind of Jedi mind trick and make people think you have more movies if you make the font extra big. It's like, if you don't have more movies, then just admit it. Be true. You don't have enough movies, whatever. You want more movies, then give people a better deal. Pay them or allow more people into the Amazon family and the Netflix family, and then you can have more movies. But you don't got to make it seem like you got more movies than you do, because the big ass font's so annoying. And the other thing, and it's like, well, if you want to do it little kitty style, then at least have it both ways. Like, don't you guys have the money to at least set up the both ways? I work by myself and I can set this stuff up like that. Just have it, hey, for speed readers, click here, boom, and then you can have the whole grid system set up. And I'm making a prediction here. It's gonna be like that in the future because people always, in the end, go to the right way that it's to be done. I'm just telling you how it's gonna be, whether you like it or not. Like, you can get old and then retire, and then the next people who take your job from you, they're gonna do it like the way I'm saying, because people like to speed read. The mind can scan and look at stuff real quick, like an eagle. The eagle flying like 5,000 feet up, scan for rodents. It's like that. You have to go 30,000 feet up and scan. And now the other thing that was annoying the hell out of me is Flickr. I had Flickr for a long time. And then I go into Flickr because I haven't been to Flickr for a while. And I go in and boom, all of a sudden it's Gigantafont. And if I want to go and look at, scroll down and find a video, I have to scroll down these big ass videos that are huge. Why don't you have the little grid system across and you click on it and it makes it big? People are trying to train each other to speed read. Where you can have all the where you scan and then you can pick out the sections. People need to design websites and write books that are designed for speed readers. So instead of having to pick out the sections, you actually color code. So you would color code the first introduction sentence as introduction color, say red, and then you would have subject sentence purple, and then have it all different font. I have my website color coded and font coded. And you have to facilitate the speed readers, because the way that it is now, it's like you have the speed readers who are trying to speed read, but then they don't have an infrastructure to speed read on. So what does that mean? Does that mean that the people who control everything, these executives who get too much money or whatever in Silicon Valley, don't speed read? Because you can't claim to be a speed reader, Mr. Executive, if you don't set up a website that's designed for speed readers. That's like being like, hey, I'm a triathlete, man, and I own like Specialized bicycles, and I've got these awesome triathlon bikes. Look at my triathlon bike, and it's like this fucking banana bike with these big ass tires. It's like you're being a hypocrite, man. Do you believe in speed reading or you don't believe in speed reading? And you obviously don't believe in speed reading if you're designing these websites with these huge ass fonts, big ass picture. I don't have to see a big ass picture just to know what the movie's about. Just give me the title. It's like here we have this section of Roman videos or historical documentaries, and it's just the list. And you say Rome, you see Turks, you see China. I don't have to be sold on it. It's not like I'm not going to watch the China movie just because there's not a China picture that's as big as 3/4 of the fucking screen staring me in the face. It's so stupid. It takes me forever. I still don't even know how many movies you guys have, because I lose my train of thought. It's just click, 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 click. And also, if you wanted to make it seem like, make people know which movies are just recently added, which movies are recently deleted, you can color code that, but in a speed read small font way. You got a small font. If people have good eyes, if somebody's an old person doesn't have good eyes, they can do double click and it makes the screen big. That's how my website works. So you have to accommodate the smart people. Don't just accommodate the dumbasses. That's what the world is set up for now. It's just accommodating the dumbasses. Like, nobody's allowed to smoke reefer because nobody's responsible enough to smoke reefer. If you smoke reefer, you'll burn your house down, Nancy Grace. It's not true. It's not going to happen. There's enough speed readers in the world who are going to want to speed read. And if you set up a system of infrastructure where people can speed read, then the speed readers will come. People will learn to become speed readers. The only reason that you guys have that big ass font is because you're insecure and you're trying to make it seem like there's more movies than there actually are. Why don't you just be honest? If you only have 30 movies, just hack them in there and be like, hey, that's all we got. But you can defend yourself. We're only charging $15 a month for it, though. Sorry, we don't have more movies. Get more movies then. YouTube's got tons of movies. Pay people. I don't know, a reasonable amount of money to get their movies. There's plenty of people would love to get their old movies, like classic movies, onto Amazon. You have like a gigabyte storage problem. We don't have a gigabyte storage problem. Anybody can upload a video. Anyways, it's totally ridiculous. If you want to know what speed reading is all about, just visit my website. Peace out.